So let's welcome. They want to give you a short summary about the book called Focus by Hermann Scherer. And yeah, start. Best way to start it is try to explain it to you with a big picture and complete it while I'm talking. So why you need focus? Focus is because we want to reach a goal. I wouldn't write aim, but I think goal is a better term. So we wanted to reach a goal at the end of the day. We want to have success and all that stuff. So that's something like a finish line we want to reach. There's a long road to that, and we start here at the bottom. For example, that's us, or that's the person. And yeah, we want to go from here to the top or reach our goal. And on the way are many, the author called it quick wins. For example, you have a donut store, I don't know, and yeah, you want to eat something, want to do something good and gain this quick win to fulfill your desire. But in reality, the first thing you said is you should concentrate more on your long-term goals, because at the end of the day, the benefit of long-term goals are much bigger than of the so-called quick wins. Because the action or the cost of your action is not just you get this beautiful donut, but actually it costs you more, so-called opportunity costs. You get more weight, you need more time to get this fat off what you get from through the donut or chocolate or whatever. And yeah, that's why always have that in mind and focus on the long-term goals rather than the quick wins, because the real costs are hidden in the first place, and that's what you have to be aware of. And the second thing, or the second thing to second point in this book is that you should, whatever you do, if you have a goal, if you define it, you should definitely do everything you can and strive to that goal. That's very important, because when you decide to make that plan and reach your goal, make your way on that road, it can be very bad for your self okay, I now need the English word for your self-confidence, I think. Yeah, for your self-confidence, if you don't reach that goal, because you make a contract with yourself, and it's if you don't reach that, you may feel bad about yourself, and you may think, oh, I can't do anything at all. So do everything you can and focus on the goals that you set for yourself. And one easy way to do that, he gives an example, is simply do a checklist and try to do everything what's on this checklist. So that's number 2. Number 3 is there will be problems on your way. I try to draw that by these red things. These are rocks, actually. I don't know how to draw rocks, but yeah, these are rocks. Problems which occur during your way, and they come all over again. And yeah, you try to avoid them and go through it. But actually, the better option is you can't ignore these problems. They're there, and the best way to do so is see these problems as chances and find solutions to remove them somehow. Because you grow as a person, and if you change your point of view from seeing this as problems to something as chance, you can grow from that experience, and yeah, you can be a better, yeah, you can improve your skills by doing so, and you get better along on your way by removing the problems. So let's say the next part is maybe I should write it down before I forget what these red things are. Problems, goals, focus, I would say. The black one is quick wins. Okay, now we got the next color, or the next point in the book is fear. Yeah. You may fear that you don't good enough. You may fear that, I don't know, whatever. Because during this way, there are things you don't know. You don't know how the way actually looks like. That's why I didn't continue to draw it. There's this fog, and you don't know how to conquer it. You are afraid of that you might, fall off the road or something like that. But the author says fears are normal, and successful people also fear, or also have fear, but they don't let fear dominate their action. They are able to push it aside and continue to do their thing. And to do so to overcome your fear, you need what's so-called confidence, and do so. And confidence can be grown, so you can feed your confidence with successes, and successes feed themselves. So if you raise your success, you get something which makes you feel confident to do it, and successes gives new successes. So you start small, something you're sure you can deal with, and based on that feeling of success, you can step to a bigger step. And by this kind of circle, you get more confidence, the feeling or the trust that you can do, that you're able to do it, and by that you're able to overcome fear and upgrade your character or yourself, get more muscles, get higher tools, I don't know, you're a king now, and stuff like that, bigger legs, I don't know, yeah, but you become better, and you trust yourself more, so that you are able to continue the road and go through the fog. This what represents fear, unknown, and everything what could go wrong. And of course, to our next point, there are also limits which you have to consider. For example, you can't walk, you have to keep the road. If we use this analogy, you just can't fly, or I don't know, jump and make the way shorter than it is. But probably you can, because most limits we think of are just imaginary. They are in our heads, and there's nothing which can hinder us if we take another way. I don't know. Or maybe we build a bridge, or I don't know. Or maybe you really fly, if that's possible. So always reflect yourself if the limits which we think are limits are really limits, or if they're just keep us from doing something bigger, which we are maybe able of. Because in the history of humanity, we always break our limits and keep on going, which is why we make progress. And that's a good way to see it, because the limits are imaginary, so no one will keep you if you try to find new ways to overcome these limits. So the next point is what the author addresses is learn to say no, because what keeps you away from going the road or going towards what you define as goals are that you often say yes. So you're moving away from the path, doing things which are unnecessary, or which have nothing to do what you actually wanted to do, or which helps you anyway to get closer to your goal. So you're just moving away from the path. And to do so is you say no to things that don't help you. So you actually focus on that and just do the things you want to do, because saying no means also just to focus on things you want to focus on, and specialization is something which leads to success if that's what you want to do. And to do so, there are actually 3 steps how you can overcome this, and telling more often no. So he said that actually you should be aware of what your goal. I think be aware of the goal lets you see what actions is good for the goal and what actions is really go away from the road. And second thing is keep your motivation on. So if you do something good, give yourself a compliment, and if you do something bad, don't push yourself to, or don't criticize yourself so hard. You can do it better the next time. And make small finish steps during the road, so that you know, or you can track yourself where you are during the road. It keeps you knowing where you are actually during the road, and to see which actions you should avoid, and continue your way, keep your focus actually. And the next part which he addresses is cheat yourself by positive thinking, because we cheat ourselves all the time, like if I can do this, I will gain that tomorrow, next month. I will do this when I finish that. Something which never happens if we really think about it. So we can use that self-cheating, what we always do, to a more positive way. So if you have a bad day, or if you wake up and everything is so bad, you can tell yourself what a wonderful day today will be. And actually just reprogram your mind. And just draw a smile, reprogram your mind, use the concept of positive thinking. Positive plus everything's positive, everything's clear, and that will help you to look the things in a more positive way. And reality is mostly the things how we see it as reality. And the last point to conclude this what uh, the author says is, yeah, don't be a jerk during your way. So don't disrespect people or respect people always. Don't, yeah, how do you say that? If you want to be successful, not only on the short term but on the long term also, you have to respect all the person you work with, colleagues, clients, and all the people around you. And yeah, what he also says is, give spirituality a chance and be aware of that. And yeah, so long term short, don't be a jerk. Don't try to get successful with everything it needs, and do not consider the people around you. That's, I think, is the main message. So all in all, I think most important parts for me, I guess, are really focus on your aim, know what your goal is, and do everything you can to go along this road. And yeah, don't get obsessed, or not obsessed is the wrong word. I think don't get yourself restricted by fear, and also by problems, because problems, I think, can also be fearful. And yeah, try to solve them, see it as a chance to grow, overcome your fear, get your confidence. And yeah, with all that equipped, you boost your character. And yeah, just continue going and don't let yourself get too off way of the road. And then you will reach your goal or your success, or whatever you define as successful or desirable to reach. So that's the end of my book review. Hope you enjoyed, and yeah, see you next time. Bonnet!